Cuonzo, is there a team in the SEC that plays similar to Michigan as far as the way they spread and shoot threes?
I would say Mizzou probably when they have Ross at the 4 position. Not when he's at the 3, but when he's at the 4, because now they spread you out and really attack the rim and make plays. So very similar to Mizzou when they have Ross at the 4.
Can you talk a little bit about Nik Stauskas and the problems that he presents?
Oh, very talented. And I think whenever he decides to leave college, I know Coach wanted him there for 4 years, but whenever he decides to leave, there's no doubt in my mind he'll play at the NBA level. At 6'6", can really shoot the ball, can put the ball on the floor. And I think, watching him more last year, he's more of a catch and shoot, but now he puts the ball on the floor, make plays. He comes off the ball screen, get around the rim, he'll dunk the ball on you, go over the top of you, makes decisions out of that ball screen. I guess that's why he's a Big Ten Player of the Year in a league that's so tough and so physical, but very talented. That'd be a tall order because he can do a lot of things with the basketball.
How important is Jordan Morgan to them?
Well, very, very. I recruited Jordan when I was at Purdue as an assistant coach. Good basketball player, great family. I had an injury last year. I think he sat out quite a bit, but a guy that has a good feel for the game, understanding of the game. Grew up in Michigan, but a good defender, knows how to read defenses, dives off ball screens very well, scores when you have opportunities, but just a good leader for their program.
Is it safe to say that you guys, the way you've been playing lately, is as much quote-unquote Big Ten basketball as what Michigan plays, if not more so? Just kind of the styles of the 2 traditional bigs?
Well, if Big Ten is physical, hard-nosed, then if that's what it is, then that's what we play. But that's who we are. Because I think that's the way you can win ball games. You got to be able to go inside. They're winning big ball games, making shots, scoring, and everybody has their own style. But for us, we got to pound it inside, keep our spacing on the perimeter, make timely 3-point shots, attack the rim. But we got to go through our bigs.
Coach, so you probably get 8 million questions on this coming up this week, but Glenn Robinson's son, how does that make you feel going into this one? And, he's a main cod.
I want to beat him up. No, just he's a great kid. His family's done a great job raising him. Happy for him. Happy to see the success he's having. It is. It's great to see for him.
You have a relationship with him, or do you know him?
Yes. Oh, yes. Don't want to see him play well on Friday, but he's a good kid and he deserves everything he gets.
Is there any irony, or you catch yourself looking at the tape going, man, I can't believe, I lived with your father and now I'm going to try to...
Yeah, it's funny because, and one of my buddies brought it up, one of my former teammates said, in '94, we had to go to Michigan to win the Big Ten tournament, Big Ten conference, because we didn't have a tournament then. And then, obviously Glenn played well there. Glenn and I in '94 played in the NCAA tournament here in Knoxville. So I just, end of the day, put that ball in the basket. Tennessee try to find a way to win the game.
Have you communicated that with Glenn? Like the father?
I hadn't talked to him since they had an event in West Lafayette. They retired his number. I think it might have been, I can't remember who. Purdue might have played Michigan State, so it was the last time I talked to him, yeah.
Coach, the point guard, the size there is a little bit different. When they go, when LeVert's out there handling the ball, how is that different from what you guys see this season? And is it actually maybe easier if Josh is going to match up with him?
Well, it doesn't really change for us because they'll go big when he's out there on the floor. And I think for us, just keeping pressure on the ball, keeping guys in front of us, and playing the way we're playing. And I think that's the biggest key. I don't think you change a lot of what you do when you get to this point. You can tweak and you scout your game plan. You find ways to win the ball game, but I don't think it changed much for us because they put a guard down and post up one of our smaller guys. We'll front the post and we'll make the adjustments.
Because you guys have played Iowa and another UMass was in the middle of the A-10 and the 14 seed Mercer. How much step up do you expect it to be playing in the Big Ten championship this year?
They're a talented team, and you can't take anything away from Iowa or UMass. I think those games we played well. Same way with Mercer. It's just unfortunate. I don't think Mercer will get, well, maybe they will since they beat Duke. But maybe if they hadn't played Duke and we'd have beat them, then there would have been questions. But Mercer's a really good team, a team that executes as well as anybody in the country as far as their offensive efficiency. But Michigan's a very talented team. But I think at this point they're all good. And it's what you do, who impose their will, and finding ways to win games down the stretch.
Coach, with your ties to Purdue, is it more special to bring a team back to that state for the Sweet 16?
I mean, just, I went to school there. It's a great place. I learned a lot. One of my best friends is still the coach there. But outside of that, it's just, I work for the University of Tennessee, and that's the most important thing for me, to try to win a ball game. I got a lot of buddies that, I play with still live in Indianapolis. So Indianapolis more so just because of my friends. I stayed in Indianapolis, 14 years of my life. But at the end of the day, we're trying to win a ball game.
You talked to Coach Painter at all about Michigan? They played pretty tough, at least once.
I didn't, to be totally honest with you, just out of respect for their league, and that's the truth. And some people probably wouldn't believe it, but I didn't, because it's the same thing. If somebody called me and wanted some information on Kentucky or Florida, I just respect I can't do it because they're in our league, but I didn't. I really didn't.